Thailand was just another destination on the map until the day it changed one traveler's life. A young photographer named Ethan arrived on a quiet island in southern Thailand after months of feeling exhausted by work and the fast pace of city life. He carried an expensive camera, but deep inside, he had forgotten how to see beauty. Every morning he walked along the white sandy beach. Gentle waves rolled onto the shore, while coconut trees danced in the warm breeze. Local fishermen smiled as they prepared their boats before sunrise, and children laughed while chasing tiny crabs along the sand. One evening, Ethan noticed an old wooden bench facing the sea. An elderly man sat there every day, silently watching the sunset. Curious, Ethan finally asked him, "Why do you come here every evening?" The old man smiled. "Because the sunset reminds me that every ending is also the beginning of another day." Those simple words stayed with Ethan. The next morning, instead of searching for the perfect photograph, he simply watched the sunrise. Birds flew across the golden sky. Long-tailed boats floated peacefully on the crystal clear water, and the sea reflected the colors of dawn like a giant mirror. For the first time in many years, he wasn't thinking about success, money, or failure. He was simply grateful to be alive. Every morning in the old city of Chiang Mai, Thailand, a young woman named Leela opened a small flower stall before sunrise. She arranged fresh jasmine, orchids, and lotus flowers with great care, believing that every flower carried a little happiness. Tourists often stopped to admire the colorful display, but Leela never expected anything in return except a smile. One rainy afternoon, a traveler arrived looking tired and disappointed after missing his bus. Seeing him standing alone, Leela quietly handed him a small bouquet. Over the following days, he explored quiet villages, green hills, colorful markets, ancient temples, and hidden beaches. Everywhere he went, people welcomed him with kindness. He realized that the true beauty of Thailand wasn't only its islands or landscapes, it was the warmth of its people and the peaceful way they embraced each day. Before leaving, Ethan returned to the same wooden bench one last time. This time, the old man wasn't there. Only a small handwritten note rested on the bench. "The world will always be beautiful. Never become too busy to notice it." Ethan folded the note carefully and placed it inside his journal. When he returned home, his life looked the same, but he was different. He smiled more, worried less, and found happiness in ordinary moments. Years later, whenever someone asked him about the most beautiful place he had ever visited, he never talked about the beaches first. He simply said, "Thailand didn't just give me beautiful memories. It reminded me how to truly live." As the lantern rose into the night sky, thousands of others followed. The darkness wasn't defeated by one light, it was transformed by many. Watching the glowing lanterns float higher, Arin realized something important. The future among the crowd was a young traveler named Arin. He wasn't searching for adventure, he was searching for hope. Life had been full of disappointments, and he believed happiness had forgotten his name. An elderly woman quietly handed him a paper lantern and smiled. "Doesn't change in a single moment. It changes every time we choose hope instead of fear." Years later, whenever life became difficult, he remembered that peaceful evening in Thailand. The lantern had disappeared into the sky, but its message stayed in his heart forever.